Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Siege 2021. It is weird not taking over a hotel with all of you for a weekend of game development parties, game development theory parties, playing games parties, etc., etc. But at least we'll have a party on Sunday. So tonight we are doing our Silv-E Indie Award Showcase, and we're going to be featuring 5 excellent games tonight. We'll have Baby Adopter by X2 Line. We'll have Beat the Beat Up by Juggernaut Entertainment. Put up with us while we show VR on a stream. Carrier by Wyatt Martilik. Live or Die by Diabolical. And There You Are by Funky Dango. Now we've got a great weekend of events coming up. Remember that tomorrow we start at 5 p.m. Eastern with a series of workshops. Got a great workshop on character art pipeline. Another one in the series from Will Wright's new project, Proxy AI, as we show you how to make memories. An incredible memory simulator coming from the master of The Sims himself. So if you haven't registered for that, get on our Eventbrite, and I'll share that link during the live stream tonight. And of course, on Saturday, we've got a full day starting at noon Eastern and running until the Game Design Improv with Ian Schreiber. Always one of our most popular events at Siege. Register for that one as well. Of course, we'll just bring people on into it. If you're a GGDA member, please be in our Discord, and you can jump into our voice channel and talk to the presenters when they are done with their presentations. Sunday, of course, we are live at the Doraville Digital Studio. Look forward to all of you coming out to that. 5999 New Peachtree Road in Doraville. GGDA members get in free drinks, free fruit, free gaming, vote for the Audience Choice Awards, and that's an important point of tonight as well. You can vote for your favorite game. DM me in the YouTube chat, either Georgia Game Devs or HDI Andrew, and we'll get who you are voting for the best game for this showcase. And we'll continue the Audience Choice Awards until 4 p.m. Sunday, when we'll go ahead and close off the voting and catalog who gets this money. $1,500 from our sponsors. Our sponsors this year are the DeKalb Entertainment Commission, LFG Nexus at Doraville Digital Studio, the GGDA, and more. And we'll be saying thank you to all of them throughout the weekend. We'll also be giving you more information on Pantherland, Georgia State University's esports competition. Last spring when they ran it, they had more than 40 colleges from 3 continents competing. So we expect another great event this year. Any questions you have for our developers during the stream, please ask them in chat, and we will relay them. The incredible Tygarlily will be in there with them asking questions as well. And I expect those to be a lot of fun. If you're one of our judges in chat, please do not hesitate to ask questions. You can either do them publicly or you can DM me. Prefer you did them publicly, but you can DM me and we'll make sure those get answered as well. Each presenter is going to have 10 minutes, and we're looking forward to an excellent stream and a lot of great games. So bear with us, and we will get the first game, Baby Adopter, coming to you in un momento. Okay, 1 more minute and we'll have baby adopter.
Okay.
Here we are with baby adopter.
Hello. My game is called Baby Adopter, and it is a game to take care of a virtual baby. Like a babysitting game where a user plays as a babysitter and takes care of a virtual baby, and we can feed the baby, for example, give him some food, take care of the baby, and do many other activities. The mechanics of the game is besides taking care of the baby, you make some progress and you earn points and spend points. This is a very simple mechanics. You earn points by feeding the baby, taking care of the baby, playing mini games. There is a match 3 mini game, for example, that you can play each time you advance a new level, you earn points. It's simple match 3 with 125 levels, with the level objectives and your targets. Once you advance one level up, you earn points. There is another game, it's a free cell, a solitaire game that you need to complete the stacks like in solitaire, and each time you complete the game, you earn points, and this is how you earn points. And you spend your earning points by buying items for game locations. For example, you can buy items for virtual rooms. For example, there's a baby room, there is a playground, so you can buy items for points that you earned by taking actions and feeding the baby, and you need to complete each game location. There are many game locations. For example, there is a camp. There are outside locations, external locations, and internal locations. So you purchase items one by one, and this is how you spend things. There is a music room, playroom, game center, and so on.
Oh, so there's tons of rooms to decorate, lots of games to be played.
Yeah, so you earn points by taking care of the baby, feeding the baby, playing mini games. Also, you can you can find eggs in locations, and each egg you crack them, and then you fetch mini characters, and this is how you also earn points. And also another objective of the game is you need to complete the collection of mini characters that you fetch out of the eggs you find in game locations. So the game is like you make progress, you earn points, spend points, you play mini games, you can look for eggs and find eggs and hatch mini characters and complete a collection of mini characters. Also, each game locations, each one of game locations has like 15, 20 items you need to buy and to fill the location until it is completed. There is a new chapter in the game that you guys are the first people who see it. It is currently in development, and it is not in the version that is now in production. It's like in development, and it will take some time to develop it completely. It's called Toilet Training.
Okay.
So it's a game location with a bathroom, and this can be used when parents are playing with their children to show them and to teach them an example of playing game toilet training. For example, we click on the button, they have light on, and we have another character, not a baby, but it's like when children play with parents, parents can teach them by this example how to teach them toilet training.
Yeah.
For example,
His expressions are so cute. Sorry, keep going.
We like do action in a certain order, like in real life, and we teach, for example, children how to do it on this example. If they do the order is not correct, they will.
Up next, we
They
have
will fail, but if they complete the order in the right
So, you're here to become
order,
a superstar, a real desi hero.
they
Well,
earn points. Also.
let's see if you can nail that
this
classic
chapter is now
Bollywood
in
rhythm
development,
first.
so
Impress me.
it's like a bit raw, but it will have smooth transitions between like stages here, and also you will see how the points are earned and so on.
Punch enemies on the
This is something
highlighted
new. This
areas
is in
to get
development.
points on the beat.
Okay, so that's in development.
Enemies will yell
Is
for
there any
your attention if you
repercussions
don't see them
besides
running
not
at you.
getting points if they don't do it properly?
Excellent.
You know, like they forget to wash their hands. The only repercussion is
Perfect.
they just don't get the
Remember
points,
to
right?
punch the enemy in the
Yeah,
right
they
spot at the
will
right
get the
time.
points, and there will be a feedback that maybe a thing
Awesome!
what they should
This is a
do.
combo enemy. They're bigger than the rest.
So they will
which
earn
means
points, and
you
then
have to
maybe I
hit
will
them
do it
more than
also
once.
with.
Hit the highlighted areas.
They should do it on time.
Green.
For example, they have like 1 minute to complete
Excellent.
everything. But for now, it's like
Perfect.
it's very raw. So
Awesome.
what I have is just
All right. Now you're ready to be a Bollywood star. Let's see how you
it
do.
works.
I see. So how long have you been developing this game?
This game, I'm developing it for several years.
Okay.
At the beginning, it was like very small, but it's growing, and like every year it's growing. I add more locations, add more, add mini games, and it's growing in content. And also, I try to like advance to the next level in terms of quality, and also always try to improve it to make it more attractive. For example, right now I have animated game locations. For example, this is animated, but this is also started this year. Before that, all locations were like static. So you buy
Yeah,
items
I
and
like
they.
how it moves. Yes.
But right now it already animated. Not all locations, but a few of them are already animated, and with the target to do all locations animated, like it will be more live and more appealing. And I'm also working on the toilet training chapter of the game. It's something new, so it will have more content and more animation also.
More animations. Are you the only one working on Baby Adopter?
Yes, I work. I'm sole developer, but I work with graphic designers
Okay.
and um, with one company that makes sound and audio. So
Okay.
this music was written by this company I have contact with them to produce our audio and sound
That's
effects.
awesome. So why did you choose a baby adopter? Is it because of family orientation or why did you pick this specific game?
I don't know. It's just because at the time when I thought what game maybe should I do, maybe a few years back, I thought I didn't know, but I've seen a few games with virtual pets, but I haven't seen any game with actual like virtual child, so human. So I thought maybe a good idea to do one. Now there are some games with children, but I think my game was one of the first with not a virtual pet, but with a virtual baby. Actually,
Yeah. I like how this is family oriented. You know, you can play this with your kids or you can play solitaire, you know. Someone in the family just wants to play solitaire, so you can just have them play card games and then cut the points for whoever else wants to play in the household. So I can see that benefiting a family.
exactly. Exactly what I thought when I added these mini games, because I thought I know that some players, the players that play the game are all ages, usually female, but it's all ages, from teenage to over 65, and some play with family. For example, parent plays with children. So I think if they can play with children, they can play alone and find, for example, play mini games alone, then play some other like more basic features of the game with children. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think if we were to submit you for a best some series, I would say that this is $100 towards cuteness. Like this game is the cutest one of the night so far to me. So don't forget we are doing giveaway prizes to everybody. So chat, you must hang around after each dev so that way we can vote at the end and see which one we think qualifies for best audio, best design, best art style, and in the cuteness. We'll see. So, is there any last social, if anyone's interested in helping or they thought your game was really cute, where can we direct them to learn more about Baby Adopter?
they can download the game, or the game is available on mobile, on Apple and Android, on mobile phones, also on Mac, on the same App Store, Apple App Store. You just need to search Baby Adopter, and it will be like first result maybe. And this is how you can find the game. Like the most advanced versions are usually Apple and Android.
Awesome.
Features, most complete features.
And
Also,
Anatoly, how many people are playing the game right now? How many people have installed it already?
There, over the years, there are millions of people who play the game. It's in the span of several years, but right now, every month, it's many thousand, maybe 50, 70,000, I think, monthly or more. because I don't know some. I don't know some of the on main platforms. It's like 50,000-70,000. For playing, it's like continuous. And over the years, it was like maybe on each mobile platform a few million. On Facebook, it may be 20 million. On Facebook, it's also playable on Facebook, within Facebook on computer.
Oh, that's
On
awesome.
maybe 20 million on Facebook alone, and also on other social networks. It's available on other social networks.
Well, thank you so much. I think our time is up, right, Andrew?
Yep, exactly. Let's transition. We'll bring on the next group. Beat the beat. All right, hold on with us. Bear with us, everybody. We'll get the next group up in 1 minute.
Yes. Hello, welcome back. Thanks for the break, everybody. We're just getting set up. I'm going to bring in our next indie dev, and I'd like you to start off by introducing your name and your game.
All right, cool. So first of all, thank you guys for having us. My name is Tag. I am the director of Beat the Beat Up, which is a VR action/rhythm game where you punch enemies to the beat as you star as the hero of your very own Bollywood film. And we started off and developed this game as part of the USC Games AGP program. And so, yeah, it's a student game, and we're really proud of it and hope you guys like it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for introducing yourself. Let's go ahead and play the video then.
Yeah, for sure. And feel free to ask me any questions as we go through.
Awesome.
Up next, we have Maninder Singh. So, you're here to become a superstar, a real Desi hero. Well, let's see if you can nail that classic Bollywood rhythm first. Impress me.
Oh, I love Bollywood. I'm so interested in your art style.
Thank you.
Punch enemies on the highlighted areas to get points on the beat. Enemies will yell for your attention if you don't see them running at you. Excellent. Perfect. Remember to punch the enemy in the right spot at the right time.
Is there an HP bar in this, or are you just punching people?
You're just punching people, and if you get hit, you get a deduction to your points. But we didn't want to fail state because it's annoying to start games over all the time.
I bet.
Hit the highlighted areas in the order they turn green.
We wanted to make sure people had an opportunity to learn and just keep playing at the same time versus having to start over and then just learn like the same 10 seconds until they got it right to the point where they don't fail out.
All right. Now you're ready to be a Bollywood star. Let's see how you do.
And then this platform, is this on virtual reality?
Yeah, so we officially support Oculus Rift and Quest. This is being played through a Quest with our App Labs build. But it'll work on like we've had people play it on HTC Vive or the Steam headset and stuff like that. So it does work on other headsets.
Cool. So you have this on Steam and you have it on Oculus Lab. Do you have it on SideQuest as well, or is it just those two?
It is on SideQuest as well. App Labs and SideQuest have kind of a partner deal, so you can get it through either one.
I know. Rosebud says, I love the colors. And Spooky Cowboy says, this looks so cool. The colors are awesome. How long has this game been in development?
So it's developed over the course of a year with a student team, and so it hasn't been developed further since. We completed development earlier this year in about May.
Nice. And are we going through levels, or are we just punching?
We're just punching. This is the one level. We wanted to make one really good, full experience rather than have multiple levels. We were going to try and do that before, but we decided it was more important to nail our gameplay mechanic and the aesthetic than to just have multiple levels.
I do. I think aesthetic is important as an artist myself.
Yeah, they did an excellent job.
Are these designed off of anyone particular or just random designs?
If you look at the posters in the background, there's some references here. There's actually like about 8 or 9 different references, visual references and audio references. The enemies themselves, their visual design is based off Cholet, so is the general outline of the environment itself, which is one of the most famous movies in Bollywood history. And so the enemies themselves are not based off one particular person, but the kind of outfits and stuff they're wearing are. Oh,
yeah? Do we get to know?
No, what? Which enemies or where they're based off of?
Designed after, yes.
For the fear of likenesses lawsuits, I shouldn't say.
Oh, okay. Maybe someone in chat can guess, but we won't say it out loud.
Yeah, it's up to interpretation.
When in development, what was the most difficult part of this build? You know, when you were going through the development, what did you find the most struggle with, and how did you overcome it? Because I feel like there's so much beauty in this game, but when it comes to like the programming, what did you find the most difficult?
It was very hard to translate. This is kind of a rhythm game at its heart, right? So we wanted to translate when to hit on the beat, but it's hard to tell that just from music alone, especially because we had to do Bollywood style music. So it's not very electronic-y and stuff like that in other rhythm games where you can make kind of obvious peaks to hit on. So we tried our best to make visual cues for that. That's what the body highlighting is about. The slowdown when they get to you. When you're on a combo, your hands light up with fire. And so the good or perfect text and stuff like that. So that was definitely our biggest hurdle, is translating to the player when to hit other than just with audio.
Yeah, I feel that. I used to play a lot of rhythm games, so I would be very interested in trying this out myself, but there is audio cues you'd have to listen to, and so the game would have to really sync with it. So I can see that being a struggle.
You did so well. They're doing a remake in Tollywood.
That's awesome. How many songs do you have available?
So we have just the one song. That song that started playing is just the credits, and so it's just that one full experience. We encourage people to play it time and time again, different ranks. That was my lead engineer or co-lead engineer playing it there, so that's why he was pretty good at it, and he got a pretty high score off the bat. But usually, people, it takes them a little bit of time to get to a score like that. So it's a game that we designed with the idea that you're going to play it over and over again to top your scores and learn where to hit enemies when it comes up on certain parts of the songs and things like that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of rhythm games, is you can always higher your score at any time. Hit that S rank, which is everyone's goal, so you can brag to your friends.
Right.
So your engineer is the only one that can hit a perfect score, or is there anybody else that's tested this and hit a perfect score?
No, an average player could probably still get a perfect, at least once or twice in a song. But we definitely did make it so it's not happening all of the time. As you see right there, his hand's lit on fire because he got a 3 in a row combo, and so it'll stay lit up as long as he does that.
Those effects are always so fun because it makes you feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
And then I always like to ask the inspiration of this. So obviously you picked a rhythm game, which is super fun. And I bet creation was entertaining as it could be. But why did you pick on Bollywood? Is it the music that you wanted to dance to, or is it just a personal preference?
So I'm a proponent of obviously diversity in games, but I kind of wanted to share my own culture, but in a way that is like approachable to everyone. And Bollywood is this thing that people see who aren't familiar with it, and it excites them because there's a lot of over the topness, kind of
You're not
visual
wrong.
spectacle. So I chose it because I wanted to share a piece of my culture with people. And I personally love Bollywood Hindi cinema. And so I thought this was the best medium to do that. And one of the emotions we were going for specifically was feeling epic. And so I think with all the explosions with the barrels in the background and your hands lighting on fire and enemies flying about and things like that, the car exploding, it definitely achieves that.
Definitely. This would be a fun one to watch someone play. Does it recreate the dances?
We actually originally were trying to recreate dances. It didn't work out too well because there's just too many to kind of do, and it was too physical for people. So that's why we settled on, as long as you're hitting on the beat, we have the musical aspect of, music numbers in Bollywood movies. This
looks like so much fun. If anybody wanted to play it, or they were looking to support you, how can they do that?
Yeah, for sure. So, as we mentioned earlier, it is available on Steam for free, the full experience you're seeing here. And then also available on Oculus, App Labs, and SideQuest. So you can download them there. And so that's about it. Just the only support we can ask for is people playing the game and telling us what they think about it.
Awesome, which you can definitely do on those platforms. SideQuest has that ability, and so does Steam. I'm not sure about Oculus Lab, but Steam and SideQuest are awesome for reviews.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to take a moment and bring on our next developer.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff. Beat the beat up. Let's go on to our next.
We're jumping right in. All right, we're back with Carrier by Wyatt. Hello, Wyatt. How are you? Would you like to introduce your sci-fi looking amazing game?
Sure thing. So this is a game called Carrier. It's developed by myself and Tyler Diaz, who is the programmer. We developed it over the course of two days for the Indie Galactic Space Jam for 2021, and submitted it as our entry. I think it turned out pretty well, and I'm really excited to show it off. It's a survival space simulation game, so just get rolling.
Yeah.
I do actually have the stream open in another window, and it's playing audio, so I just need a quick second to turn that off.
That is okay. Already in the game, we're hearing that ambience. So someone was asking, how do we vote for audience favorite? That is at the end of the stream. So if you find a developer in their game that you adore and you want to vote for best, either in art, audio, or design, or a few other categories, make sure to hang out till the end of stream to put your vote in. All right. So yeah, explain to us what you're doing. You're walking through the bridge, it looks like.
Yeah, sure. So in Carrier, you're put in the boots of an engineer of a ship. You're the sole passenger, but you're also in charge of maintaining all the systems as you approach Earth with some pretty important cargo. So as you make your journey, systems are going to fail on the ship, and it's your job to make sure they get repaired in a timely order before the ship explodes. So things like asteroids will hit the ship and make hull breaches, which will reduce your oxygen and also deal damage to the ship, which is that health bar on the top there where you can keep track of it. So each of the different rooms on the ship have a system that will fail and will cause different effects to occur. So that could be things like stopping the ship dead in its tracks if the engines fail, or sucking the oxygen down faster, or causing the ship to take extra damage over time. So it's a pretty complicated systems that go into it, and we actually planned for them to be even more complicated, so we had to tune things down since we had such a small deadline to actually create the game.
So that we can show it off and demo it, all that.
Exactly.
Are you alone on the ship?
So you are the only conscious passenger, is what I should have said. You have a passenger here in this medical tube, which is carrying an alien parasite, and that's what needs to be delivered to Earth for science, and definitely not any nefarious corporate reasons.
That's so complex.
So a pretty big inspiration behind this game was Aliens, and also Hard Space Shipbreaker, which both went into designing the systems for the game. So here you can see like the host will go critical in certain points, so the player will have to return to the med bay and administer some drugs so they don't die. And so you can see systems like the navigation are going to go down, which will stop the arrival to Earth timer there at the top.
I have a question from Terp from chat.
Sure.
He was asking what that bar in the middle is. Is that your stamina bar?
Yeah, so there's a stamina bar. The player can sprint. It's not much faster than walking, but every second counts when you have critical emergencies you have to take care of. And that just decreases as the player sprints, and when they're not sprinting, it goes away. Oh, and I forgot to fix the navigation system. So there's a lot of different systems that can impact the same, I guess, functionality of the ship. So right now, the navigation is down. But we also need to refuel the ship. The yellow bar on the bottom left has gone empty.
I see that. And what was the blue bar? That's your oxygen?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
So to refill the fuel, we just have to go in here and grab this. And we have to bring it to the fuel injector over here.
A series of tasks to keep yourself alive. I like this.
And so we have other things that can go down, like the shield room in here. We also have the engines, which can fail. And throughout the ship, as it takes damage, certain breakpoints will happen throughout the ship. And all of these events happen randomly, so that's why you can see sometimes the same one happens pretty frequently, but sometimes ones across the ship will happen, and you have to rush pretty fast to get over to them.
This is one of those games we need more than 10 minutes to see, because I want to see what happens if something fails. You know, does the navigation actually like veer off and you hit just an asteroid if it fails?
No. So when it goes critical, that's a short window for you to actually repair it before something bad happens. And when it fails, then the ship will just stop in its tracks. We did try
Okay.
to do some things like have it hit extra asteroids when the navigation failed, but here's a pretty good one that we can see go down. Oh, I'm gonna have to
That's
time this
scary.
pretty. So you can see the engine room is about to fail here, and that can be pretty catastrophic. And I'm just gonna let it happen so y'all can see what happens. So
Yeah, I want
uh,
the chaos.
so when it goes down, you'll actually hear the engine shuts off, and you'll have a lot more of these extra breakpoints to fix, which takes time to do. And all the while, you're going to take some damage on your ship. I think I might lose this one here because the host is about to die. So yeah, the host in the medbay died, and so that's an instant fail state for the game.
Because that's the cargo. That's the important part.
Exactly. The whole mission's over. There's not a whole lot you can do it. And so that'll bring you to the credits, of course, where we list all of our awesome assets that we used for the project, including all of the 3D models, the audio, and as well as the character controller, which we built a lot of our functionality off of. So
All right. So how long has this been in development?
So we developed this over the course of 2 days, and that's pretty much it. We've done a little bit of polish work after the game jam concluded, but we have not done much since then. And that was, I believe, that was in September that we started the project. So we've been working on it here and there. Of course, we are both students full time, so that kind of takes priority over this project, which is kind of a side thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had him 2 days. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this is amazing. If anybody was interested in finding more information or trying the game, it kind of looks fun, honestly. How can they do that?
So they can download the game off of the itch.io page, and you can just search for Carrier, and it'll be the first result. I'd love if anybody left some comments and some feedback on the itch.io page, and because I'll be able to see that.
Cool. Well, thank you, Wyatt, so much for showcasing your game. We're going to wrap up and bring in the next developer. So I hope you have a great night, and thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Yep, up next is There You Are by Funky Dango. Let's get him in here.
All right, I'm actually really excited for this one. It is aesthetically pleasing to me, and you can see why. So I would like, so we have our developer. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. Well, There You Are is here. Would you like to introduce yourself and a little bit about There You Are?
Yeah, of course. So, thanks for having me here. So, my name is Rongden from Funky Dango. Let me introduce There You Are. It's original from my MFA thesis project at USC last year. I've worked with my talented partner Ray Huang from USC Animation Department, where we wanted to create a gift for teenagers.
I can see that. This is very pleasing to the young eye.
Yeah.
And without
thank
further
you.
ado, would you like to start? Would you like to show us what you have today?
Yeah, sure.
I know it's only going to be open tomorrow, and I really want to go with you, but I can't. It's for my dad. His birthday, we go camping. It's kind of a tradition. Okay, well, you guys have fun, all right? Bye.
Yeah, so in this game, you are going to explore this girl, Su's room, and experience her uh her adventure right here.
Wow, it's so pretty.
Yeah, you can look into those
Dad
photos.
figure out how to set up our new tent. We slept with thousands of mosquitoes that night. I hope the weather will be good tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
There's voiceovers, so you've got voices and subtitles.
Yes, exactly.
A big surprise is coming tomorrow. Okay, almost there. I just need to find it. Almost ready. Only
So you start off in the room, and it gives you a little bit of introduction to the main character you're playing as.
Yes, and also her goal and what she's going to do.
Oh, what's inside?
no, I can't.
Is it a magical?
Yeah,
she's-
well,
So she starts
figure it
off with
out.
just a little bit of conflict. I like it. Now I'm curious. I really want to know more.
yeah.
Good evening to all you Friday listeners. We've got a beautiful Mother's Day weekend coming up, so go spend some time with your family and give them a
Yeah, the goal is actually find the hiking boots. So now we have one. And then we need to find another one. Where is it? Ah, there you go.
So is
Another one.
is this game finished, or is it still in production?
It's actually finished, so we make it very like a small story. You will have like 2 endings with your like action and choices.
This is my type of game. I want to play it. Sorry.
Wow,
Anyways,
thank you.
where are we going next?
Yeah, we can go out after we find the hiking boots, because this is her room.
I think the audio is just very pleasing. I love the ambience and just something as simple as the steps of her feet.
Yeah, this is her house. We're going to talk.
Hey, Dad? What time are we thinking of heading out?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. Plan for tomorrow? I actually already made one.
I've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe this year we could do something different.
So which one do you want to choose?
Are you serious?
All right.
She has to respond like a teenager.
We are not skipping our camping tradition.
The snow hasn't even melted up north. Maybe we could just hang here.
If I were to play this, and how long do you think it would take to complete this game?
It's like 15 minutes if you finish one end. Yeah, you can replay it for the second the ending.
Let's cause some drama. Say I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to hang out with Gina.
She's been nothing but nice to you. I think if you just gave it a shot.
No, I don't think I can.
If this is about Mom, no one will ever replace her. You know that.
Why did you take Mom's art?
I was just finding a better place for it.
That's the perfect place for it.
It's been 5 years.
You say 5 years like it's a long time. I don't care if it's 50 years.
She would want us to move on.
That's why you're throwing away her artwork?
No, not at all. I was just going to put it somewhere else.
I do like the fact that you can respond in different ways. And, if there's different endings and there's a lot of replayability, especially if it's 15 minutes, like, how does this end? I'd try again.
Yeah. So which one do you want to choose? This one?
Let's take Mom's work from him.
Give me Mom's work?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me Mom's work. You don't deserve it. Give it to me.
That's
Oh,
it.
dear.
Go to your damn room. I don't want to hear another word from you.
Fine.
That was a very teenage response, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. All right. Now she's sad. That must be her mom's cabinet. You know, and that's the only reason why I think she wouldn't want to open it.
I won't say you're right or wrong, but close.
So how long did it take to make this?
It's almost a year because it's yeah, I think a year.
I don't want it. I'm asking you to leave. Dad.
And I always ask inspiration. Why is there a hidden story behind this? I feel like with teenagers, most games have stories or some type of moral where there's a lesson at the end. Is there one in this?
Yeah, this game is actually we want to tell story about grief. So I think so for our experience, like teenagers is it's like the age you guys like encounter the first death of the loved ones. So we want to tell story because I think many parents didn't like introduce this well. So we want to make this game to tell this to the teenagers, you know.
I love this. I feel like this would be very good for those lessons. And then I'm already interested in it, like I said, because the ambience and I just feel like the game itself has been put together very well. There's such a good roundness to it. You know, you've got very good audio, you've got very good design, and then the art is unique to its audience. And I really enjoy that. Ooh, she got upset. Did she just
Yeah,
go through and
yeah, it's just, you know, make all them this good.
so are there I always think through this with question games. Are there anchors? So no matter what argument or conversation she had with her dad, if she were to come back to this room, would that journal still be scratched out no matter what?
If before the conversation, no, it will be like the original. So yeah, after she has a conflict with her dad, yeah, it will go there.
Oh wow. What platforms can we play this on?
Yeah, sure. It's right now on itch.io. It's free now. We're planning to like make it onto Steam maybe next month or so. Yeah, just enjoying this game and leave us comments.
Yeah, if you want, so when you do hit Steam, you know, everyone interested in putting this to your wish list, which is huge for indie devs, by the way. Make sure to wish list your favorite games on Steam once they hit them. But how, if they needed to support you, right? Like now we know how to play it. Are there any other socials that we can find or follow or support the build?
Yeah, we have our main website. It's funkydango.com. It's like a funky and dango.com. And then we also have the Twitter account, so you can search there you are game. We are also there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showcasing today. We're going to go ahead and wrap up and bring back the next, bring in the next dev. So everyone, don't forget, you can still vote for your favorite design, your art. Each person that wins, we're voting at the end of stream, and the person that wins or the developing group that wins gets $100. So stay tuned to vote for your favorite dev. And what we're picking is art style, art, audio style, and design.
Right. Thank you.
No, thank you. It's a really great game, so thank you for the showcase.
Yep. Thank you as well, Tygarlily. And we have one more, and we'll be awarding that Audience Choice Award and $100 on Sunday. And for the developers who can't make it there, we will be sending them the check for it. So let's go ahead and get our next one up, our last one of the night. So give us 1 minute, and we'll bring them on in.
Awesome.
I will be with you in 1 minute with the next game.
Welcome back, everybody. We have the last developer today, and it looks like we're going to be going through a spooky interview. So I'm going to bring them on. Welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about Live or Die?
Yes, first off, thank you for having me. I'm Justin Kim. I was the game lead and producer for Live or Die. As you can see, it's first-person horror survival game. We had about a dozen people working on it with us in the indie studio out of Full Sail University. It's Zygobot.
Ooh, audio.
So, ooh. So basically, you get these letters, a little taunt by the game master, which right away, once we get to the videotape, you'll see that one of the biggest things that we referenced or took inspiration from was the saw. Was that a rat? Was the saw franchise in Resident Evil, for sure.
I am getting such that's what I love Resident Evil, so I'm getting those vibes right away. It's specifically the room where the individual gets stuck in the room with the clown, and he has to solve it and blows up in the end anyways. So is that kind of what this is? You know, do they have to solve it, and will they get out, or do they die anyways?
Exactly. So what we did was add like a little alternate ending towards like the middle of the game that the player can interact, which is sort of like the die ending. But they can also end up finding their way to living if they make it all the way through to the end.
Pleasant greetings, Richard.
We'll play this.
To face enough for you.
Hello, Richard.
Even matter.
Yes, that is our lead character.
Follow the rules.
Does he have a name?
This guy is the game master. And the main protagonist is Richard, who's known as Noob Lord 54. He's a streamer. And he actually calls out this guy on the stream, and it was mostly just to get fans and stuff, but turns out he got a lot more than he bargained for. but
Oh,
you'll
so
find
cool.
that there's like these secret hidden areas that
I love that.
lead to more puzzle stuff, or could end up leading to enemies just around the corner.
So jump scares.
Yes.
I bet
So,
you had this playing a whole lot during Halloween.
oh yeah, that was the intention. We launched it the weekend of Halloween. I tried to get the demo out as fast as we could too for that weekend.
How big is your team? You said there was a few students that helped.
Yes, we had under a dozen, and I mean, a few of us had multiple projects we were working on. It's just when a moment comes when you can work on a project you want, a lot of people end up trying to fit that into their schedule.
So what was the hardest part about developing this game? The schedule like that. You know, everyone is all oh dear. Everybody's all over the place.
Yes, the hardest thing was kind of just getting everybody meeting together. Because, like, we had set meetings for weekly stand ups and stuff, but some people had, like, day jobs on top of schoolwork, so they had to, like, go through me afterwards to get any key notes.
Yeah.
Another thing was
I can see that.
getting like issues recorded so that we can stay on top of things that like if a tape didn't work or something.
How long? Oh, sorry.
One thing I just wanted to shout out was the artwork. Like, we did use an asset for the bulk of the things. Horror FPS kit, which is a Unity asset store, which was a tremendous lifesaver when you're trying to hit deadlines.
I bet.
But the additional art assets, like the birthday theme stuff, was from one of our artists, and our studio didn't really have that many artists, if any, and it was just really great to have him come in and really give it this birthday party theme.
No, I like it. The birthday party theme really gives it character. But yeah, so the happy birthday was made by an actual artist on the team instead of it being pre-purchased off like a kit or something.
Yes. And further in this level, we actually get a little bit cheeky with the designs and stuff, like putting party hats and torches of the people who were past contestants and stuff like that.
I do. Scary games are hard because it's just the design and art style can be just as complex as a bright, happy game. So like being able to match everything and not make it look like something sticking out, like a sore thumb, is, I feel like, difficult. So I think everything so far that I've seen is matching really well. You know, the art design and the way the lighting affects everything. Nothing's too bright or out of the way. Look at all these hints. So what are these hints for?
So the first thing is these hints are just little math equations. Kind of, since we're a teen more leaning towards M-rated game, I just wanted to throw a little something to deter the kids if they're sneaking off and playing games that they shouldn't be. But you know, with YouTube and streaming nowadays, they're gonna find ways around it anyway.
I bet. How long is this game? If I were to sit down and play this, because you know gamers these days can do it. Can I play this in one sitting, or how long is it?
Well, depending on your knowledge of the game, I'd say it's kind of like how we were aiming for Resident Evil. So like you'd play through it your first time and it'd be like 8 hours, mostly because you just didn't know how to solve the puzzles or or just where to go or manage your resources well enough. So basically, we were aiming for 2 hours.
So you could speed run this. Ooh, there's a dead man there.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yes. You could
Well-
definitely speed run this under 2 hours if you knew all the combinations and
You're just
stuff.
running. Oh dear.
Yeah, like we use these TVs just to give you hints
I got a
towards the
little spooky
puzzle.
vibes there. Like, oh, my hair stood up when that turned on. So if anyone was interested in either one playing this or supporting the community, how would they be able to find you? Where can they get the game?
Well, the best place they could support us is just going to the Steam page. We have the demo, and then we also have the full game available as well. We are planning on having as many sales as Steam will allow us. Right now it's $9.99 for the full story mode, but we definitely plan on adding more updates. See, here's the cheeky thing.
Cheeky. Is it gonna move toward? I have a feeling it's gonna the head's just gonna snap at me.
Right. Very grotesque. Yeah.
Very scary. Well, thank you so much for your showcase today. We hit our 10 minutes. So I don't know, Andrew, if you want him to hang around and keep playing while we do the giveaway, so that way we have something on screen.
Yeah, that was some great stuff. A lot of fun. We are
Awesome.
going ahead and get the voting.
Okay, the voting.
And yeah, we've got Smite code for Cyber Merlin to give away. Sorry, we don't have Transformers to give you, but we do have Cyber Merlin. So I'm still enjoying watching this.
I know. I was gonna say, just keep playing it while we do this. Only if you want to, though. I think it'd be best if we had everybody go to the GGDA YouTube for the voting. So anybody that wants to vote, head over to the YouTube right now, and then put your votes there on your favorite dev and game, so we can tally in your votes. So what are we voting for? So audience favorite is the number one.
Audience choice is the number one thing. We do want your input on what you think the best art and best audio was. We're going to have 10 professional judges, professional game devs, judging those, but we'd love your input to give to them. Part of the issue we have is that we have people who couldn't be here physically for Sunday, so we want to make sure the judges got a chance to look at their work anyway and got input from people, and that we had a chance for them to get audience choice awards, audience choice voting, and we'll be running this VOD at the event on Sunday so our judges can look at it then, and so that other people can vote for these games as well.
Awesome.
So Tygarlily, any other thoughts on some of these games while we wait for the votes to come in?
I'm blown away. Oh, I heard myself twice. I'm seriously blown away, just because, when you think of indie games, you think of things that are still, they're small. They're at the beginning. But the games that I saw today, how long has this been in production? Justin, I feel like it's really well put together. And now I actually want a key to test it out myself.
Oh yes, I actually think I emailed you a key.
I think we're gonna have to now.
It was actually 1 month pre-production to get a prototype running too, and then we had a 4 to 5 month development period. It was it wasn't rushed, but it was very fast production. We blinked and it was over.
That's so spooky.
We actually have Jack in the Boxes that the player can find and smash, but I accidentally forgot to delete the save data for that, so that it would appear. Let's not go that way.
Oh, I'm looking over at the YouTube chat, which I should have had up this entire time. Look at everybody that came in. Thank you so much. I see Fanaticus in there. Amazing devs. It looks like we're getting the votes in. So Stella Umbro wants a vote for Beat Up. There you are from Turb. Yeah, we Andrew says 1 minute left. Oh my god, we're actually fighting things now?
Yes.
I love how you giggle with that. You're so satisfied. This game was made for yourself, wasn't it? You're like, I just want to axe clowns.
Basically, it's kind of like a little love letter to my journey to becoming an indie dev. I tried so many times to make basically this game.
I see you.
Is this the only one that you've ever worked on, or do you have others?
Well,
Well, I have very like projects that I never released, like only made it to like just like a prototype I want to show my friends and stuff. But I do have some indie projects I worked on. There is a puzzling or Two Foxes in the Puzzling Forest, which was also made in the Zygobot studio. And that is a very cool puzzle game that would definitely win the cute vote.
Yeah.
It's on itch.io if anyone wanted to see that one.
Cool.
Just basically guide two foxes to a cabin. That's cool.
All right, Andrew just closed voting. All right, now is that it? What do we do now?
Yeah, I know, right? That's a new bug that my friend actually showed me this weekend, and I was shocked and appalled. But that's the life of a developer. You just find random things.
I bet. So looking over at Andrew's chat. Ooh, I like the credits.
Thank you.
So we were giving away a Smite key. And it looks like the winner of the Smite key goes to Stella Umbra. Congratulations. You were awesome.
Yep, please
Don't forget
email
to
info@ggda.org so I can send you that code.
Nice. All right. Well, that's it for our showcase. Thank you so much, Justin, for showing us Live or Die.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great stuff. Thank you for all your help, Tygarlily.
Of course. Thank you for
Always
helping.
invaluable. Always doing great work there. And I had a dinosaur join me to come down on the stream, but unfortunately my camera isn't working because it's being claimed by OBS. So you can't. You want to show Tygarlily your dinosaur? Oh, wait. You're a unicorn tonight.
Oh, I want to see.
Rainbow Dash. Gotcha.
Rainbow Dash. I bet. She's adorable. Is she still dancing? Is she still a dancer?
Were you at dance tonight? All right. And she'll be at Siege as well. And Tygarlily, you'll be at Siege.
I am coming in on Sunday to check out and meet all the devs. So everybody that's in-house, I cannot wait to meet you. Look for the purple hair girl walking around. I'd love to see and talk to you and play your game.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, remember to join us on Sunday at the Doraville Digital Studio, 5999 New Peachtree Road, right across the MARTA station. And since we are serving alcohol, you can take MARTA to the event. And of course, Friday, tomorrow, we have the workshop starting at 5 p.m., ending with our cooperative art workshop. I've got professional artists coming in to do collaborative art workshop with people. Saturday, Siege starts at noon, and we'll be running through some great sessions. Brad Merritt, one of our favorite Siege speakers. Got folks from High Res. All kinds of wonderful people coming out to speak on all aspects of game development. So come
Awesome.
out, tune in Friday, tune in Saturday, and come out Sunday to see Tygarlily, myself, and apparently Rainbow Dash, and all the other games you get to vote on.
Also, so I actually have someone visiting Atlanta. If they were interested in visiting, how would they receive a ticket, or can they just walk into the event? How does that work?
GGDA.org, and you'll see a link for the information. GGDA.org. And I will share that in chat as well.
So if you're down in Atlanta, you're looking for something to do
on a Sunday, perfect time. Come on
Mhm.
out after you've gotten your morning hangover relief. And I swear I can post in chat. I have that ability. There we go. All right. All right. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Thanks to all our presenters tonight. And as always, a special thanks to Tygarlily. Does such an amazing job. Take care, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.